And thank you to all the members that come, the panel that come to speak to us. I appreciate it. I know how valuable your time is. Let's address a pressing issue that's been affecting our national communities as a whole. The crisis at the border is not just about illegal immigrants anymore. It's about the influx of dangerous substance like fentanyl, which is creating havoc on American lives. I know in my community, I get tired of hearing of the deaths of people that I know or their families that I know. Our president failed the immigration policy, has turned every community into a border community, allowing international criminal cartels to target illegal drugs, including fentanyl, into our nation. Most people don't realize, but this little pack of sweet and low here, that's enough fentanyl, if it was pure fentanyl, to kill 250 grown men. It doesn't take much. And when you start talking about seizing a pound of fentanyl, that is a lot of death, a lot of death. Today we have the opportunity to hear from folks who experience these challenges firsthand. President Biden's policy has benefited these criminal cartels, allowing them to target Indian country with easy access drug distributing networks. The results has been surge in violence, crime, and drug overdose. Mr. Stiffarm, as president of, is it Belknap? Did I pronounce that correctly? Thank you, sir. Belknap Indian community. Could you share how the crisis at the border and the influx of dangerous drugs has specifically impacted your community?
Well, because of the lack of funding for law enforcement, we don't have the officers to adequately patrol and protect and serve our community members. You know, our officers are getting burnt out. Our hospitals are, getting overrun with patients that have either overdosed on fentanyl or drug addiction or alcohol addiction. So we're running out of resources to combat the problem. And with the lack of assistance from the I'd say the federal government, FBI and the Border Patrol, the DEA, even the Bureau of Indian Affairs, to come in and assist us in fighting these issues that we have. We're fighting a losing battle, and the cartels are winning, the drug dealers are winning, and they're overrunning our reservations. And I'm sure, Councilman Bryce Kirk, has the same issues in Fort Peck. There are relatives, and we have family there. And so the cartels, they usually either come in from Billings or they come in from Yakima, the drugs, and they'll go into the Blackfeet Reservation, then over into Rocky Boy, into Fort Belknap, and then over to Fort Peck, we call it along the High Line. That's how they bring in their drugs. So each drug dealer knows one another in each reservation. And they switch up vehicles, they switch up places where they distribute. And in Fort Belknap, when we know there's a drug shipment coming in, there's a call that comes in, say somebody jumped in a river, or say there's a car crash in a remote part of the reservation. So all our resources are directed to that issue. Then in the back door, the drugs come in. And we don't have enough manpower to fight that problem. And it's a lack of money, and lack of resources, and a lack of help.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, what I'm hearing here is a lack of resources from our FBI, from all the government agencies supporting this. Have we ever asked them to come and talk to us and tell us what they do and how they do it? How much money is allotted towards that? I mean, can we not hold them responsible for actually doing this? And if it's more money, we can focus on the money portion, but we can't make an agency go out and do their job unless we know what they're doing.
Well, this is some of the reasons why I wanted to have some type of a hearing process, particularly on the tribes and sovereignty, to elicit that what is proper that should be given to them, how it should be accountable, and how they can be working together with the tribes.
Well, I highly encourage that we bring them to the table and start asking these questions.
Does the gentleman yield?
Excuse me?
Does the gentleman yield?
I do. I yield.
So just to answer this last question, so both the Homeland Security and the Oversight Committee have held extensive investigations and recorded interviews with Border Patrol, FBI, and others to help answer these questions. And Those records are available, and what we've heard over and over again, including from all 5 chiefs of Border Patrol, is they need more resources, which is why the supplemental that was put before the Senate and is sitting here in the House waiting to be passed is asking for more Border Patrol agents. So,
But they're asking more for processing people, not for actually the enforcement side.
but to answer this specific question, numerous committees have actually spoken directly to the law enforcement agencies, so yes.
I'd like to ask them those questions myself, though. Thank you. Now you're back.
Okay,